Hello everybody, it's Sminty with our report for Wednesday, May 27th. I'm going to talk today a little bit about TV ratings. The May sweeps month just completed, and as usual, one of the things about rating statistics is they're like statistics. There are white lies, damn lies, and then there are statistics. You can prove almost anything by picking out certain segments of the ratings data and claim success. So keep that in mind when I read through some of these points. I'll go through the day pretty much chronologically. Early in the morning, from 6 to 7 a.m., WJBK's local newscast is the leader. It's an hour of local news, and is of course, people like to listen to that show throughout the whole morning, especially when something is happening in and around the Detroit area, and Lord knows we've had a lot of that happening recently. So, Channel 2 in the morning. The early newscast, there seems to be a little story happening here. Channel 4 won both the 5 and 6 o'clock newscast. That's unusual because Oprah Winfrey's lead-in usually propels Channel 7 to a safe 5 o'clock lead. But according to the statistics for the month of May, when the sweeps period was on, WDIV had a 6.014 share, and XYZ Channel 7 had a 5.914 share. It was a slim victory, only by 1/10 of a rating point, but it indicates that there's some softness in Channel 7's ratings. Leads you to believe, and I'll talk about this when I get to the late night newscast, whether there might be a shakeup in the works on the anchor teams at Channel 7. At 6 o'clock, WDIV has a 7.8 rating and a 17 share. Channel 7 had a 5.6 rating and a 12 share. The late news is interesting because you're comparing a little bit apples and oranges because of the 10 o'clock newscast on Channel 2. For the 11 o'clock newscast on Channel 4, they claimed victory with a 9.1 rating and a 17 share. Channel 7 had a 7.3 rating and a 13 share. Now here are the numbers for Channel 2, and keep this in mind. At 10 o'clock, they had an 8.5 rating and a 14 share. And then at 11, on their relatively new 11 o'clock newscast, they had a 4.6 and an 8. If you chose to combine those, they would have a 12 rating, and I'm sure the advertising people are selling it that way, that you can get essentially an audience of 12 combined on that hour and a half show, although again that is comparing apples and oranges. Channel 7's dominance in the morning remains fairly much so, although there's some other points that you need to look at. The big Channel 4 hit, of course, is of Ellen DeGeneres at 10 o'clock. Regis and Kelly are down slightly, but they still lead at 9. The Doctor's Show, which replaced Martha Stewart on Channel 7, isn't doing all that well, and neither is Martha Stewart as she moved to Channel 2. But the Today Show segments that Channel 4 broadcasts during the morning hours aren't exactly clicking either. The interesting story that in the key demographic of women aged 25 to 54, Oprah was down 14% since May of last year. Still a powerhouse, but it's pretty clear that her ratings power may have peaked. Prime time, well, you know the story. It's always odd here. NBC is not the most popular network, and that handicaps Channel 4 a bit. Channel 2 has the Fox shows, and of course that's American Idol, so they have a very good May as usual. But all that is kind of moot because summertime is coming, and then there's a new season in the fall. So anyhow, that's the update on the ratings. Take them as you will. I'll be back on Thursday. This is Sminty reporting for Your News Detroit.